You both on now?
I'm on this motherfucker.
Alright, cool. Glad we got it to work. Thank you both for taking this time for the interview. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely. I just want to first start talking about how you guys formed the production team because, I had seen Oak's name, on songs for years. I'm the type that reads the liner notes, so I'd seen Oak on some production, but then I started seeing Oak and Pop more often. So how'd you guys come together?
We're bad.
Yeah, we're boy band.
We're bad. We were put together. No, we have the same management, and I met my manager, both myself and my manager from Philadelphia. I met him in Philadelphia. I was just a little ignorant motherfucker running around the hood selling beats. $500 to people in the hood. He saw the potential in the talent, and he felt like I could grow, so he shipped me off to Atlanta to meet Oaks, and Oaks just kind of just became my mentor, and it became a partnership eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of grew from a mentor type of situation to like a full-blown partnership. But I always say that the best type of proteges are the ones that you learn from. And I've learned so much from Pop and working with him over the last 2 years. So at this point, we're partners.
Okay, cool. What was your first? First of all, you Oak. What was your first major placement? As an artist, and then next, tell me what was your guys' first placement together? As a production team.
I think my first major placement was "Ain't No Way" by Chris Brown on his first album.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The song that was written by Sean Garrett, somebody who I was working with at the time. And then after that, what was my first placement?
My first placement was together. I'd say with Hair with Ashley Tisdale.
Oh, that's right. There was a record you did called Hair on Ashley Tisdale. The album that came out last year, but the year before that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I actually wanted to ask you more about that Chris Brown song, because that was my favorite song from that album. How did you get that big break, to have the chance to work on that album?
I got one too. You know what? I was working with Sean Garrett at the time. Actually, I've known Sean Garrett for a while up until that point. Mm-hmm. And it's a funny story about that record, man. We had been working together, whatever, and I came by the studio and played in the beat. And it's a beat. The original beat that I did was a beat that was sampled off of an old Chinese song called "Song of the Dragon and Phoenix." It was like an old ass Chinese record.
Yeah.
Anyway, I played in the beat, and he loved it, and he wrote "Ain't No Way" to it, and played it for Chris Brown, and he loved it, and they cut it in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan.
What's funny about that is I almost actually lost that placement because not too long after he cut the record, it kind of got to the original people who did the original recording of the Song of the Dragon and Phoenix that I had sampled it, and they had asked me for like some astronomical publishing amount. Now I thought at that point that the sample was public domain because the actual song, is a song that was like written like 700 years ago in like ancient China.
Yeah.
But evidently I had to get around the master clause or whatever to get the record sample, so I ended up having to replay it.
Yeah.
And after I did that, I replayed it, resampled it, put it in there, and they still didn't believe that I actually played it, so I ended up having to get publishing on it, but I almost lost that.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, man, I love that song. Nice job on that one.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I want to talk about your guys' production technique because, the term production or producer these days is used kind of loosely. Some artists, they just sell beats online. And then some producers, they actually work in the studio with the artist. They're hands-on, that type of thing. Where do you guys fall on the spectrum?
Whew, man. You want to take that one, Pop?
We like to be very, very hands-on with the I feel like any other way, and no sense of disrespect to anybody else that operates differently, but it doesn't feel like you're producing the record when you're not hands-on. For all of that, might as well not call ourselves producers and just call ourselves, makers or track or whatever, the terms are, but we like to definitely be in the studio. There are times where, that we can't help it that are out of our hands where the artist will record the record. on their end and by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we definitely like to be hands-on, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I definitely feel like when a producer is hands-on, it definitely has an effect on the record, and you can tell, when it comes out. So.
I mean, absolutely, because it's a partnership. The song is a partnership, between the writer / artist and the production team or the producer or whatever. So for it to come out, to its fullest potential, both visions have to be, so everybody has to see each other's vision. It's like I said, it's a partnership.
Yeah, definitely. Who has been your guys' favorite songwriter to work with?
Oh man.
You can give me a few as well. I know it's a tough question.
You know what? I'm gonna name one after that. A few people really realize that Pop, in addition to being an original producer, is a really dope songwriter as well.
Okay.
He actually wrote the JoJo personal song, Other Chick that's getting ready to release. He actually wrote that record.
Oh wow.
Just producing it.
Okay.
So I'd have to say, personally, just picking from Oak's point of view, one of my favorite songwriters to work with is one that I worked with called Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we just skip all that music shit. And,
I think I'm pretty good too. But actually, my hand was forced into the writing. My management and Oak and everybody kind of just played the part. Just, not being satisfied, because the truth of the matter is, there's really good songwriters that there are that we love, like Esther Dean and Priscilla Renee and Stacey Barnes and Julie Frost and Frankie Storm. There's so many of them, but more than there are good ones, there are bad ones, in our opinion.
Yeah.
So, we weren't satisfied with a lot of the records.
Wow.
And it just became a point, like, fuck, let's just write the records ourselves and see what happens, and it worked.
That's interesting. Okay. A writer I talked to recently in an interview about a couple weeks ago who was mentioning you guys was Sterling Sims. Tell me what it's been like working with him. I know he mentioned you guys were helping him on his new album.
yes. Well, Sterling is, first of all, Sterling is one of my best friends. I've known him for a long time, man. Long as I care to admit, and long as I'm pretty sure he's cared for me to say. He's actually one of our partners in some of the ventures that we're doing.
Yeah.
But Earl is probably one of the dopest R&B songwriters I've come across, and not only that, one of the dopest R&B artists. He's one of the few R&B artists who has a genuine love of the music that he's doing, doesn't necessarily see it as okay, this is my niche. This is what I have to do to try to do what I got. He's one of those people who actually loves what he's doing. But he's incredible, man. And yeah, we are focused on helping him for this latest project that he's been working on. It's really, really, really dope.
Yeah.